Hello everyone, Charles Watts here, the Arsenal correspondent at Goal, joining you just after Arsenal's 1-0 win against Watford in the Premier League. Fans still beginning to filter out the stadium here. The players have just gone off. We'll be speaking to Mikel Arteta fairly soon. Just in front of me, they're setting up the TV interview areas where we'll come down. Him and a couple of players will come down and give their thoughts on what has been another win for Arsenal. They are up to 5th in the Premier League now, going into the international break. It's 8 games unbeaten in the Premier League, 10 in all competitions for Mikel Arteta's side, who haven't tasted defeat since that horrible day at Manchester City at the end of August, which feels a long time ago now. Not the prettiest of performances. They certainly weren't at their best today. They were absolutely deserving winners, and it's a game they should have won by far more than just a 1-0. But Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in particular had a game to forget in front of goal. He missed a penalty, had a dreadful first touch in the first half, which led to Saka scoring a goal. Actually, it was ruled out by VAR for offside, but had Aubameyang not taken such a dreadful first touch, he'd had a tap in himself. And then in the second half, he did put the ball in the net himself, Aubameyang, but it was ruled out for offside. And I'm pretty sure, although I haven't seen a definitive replay of it yet, but it looked like Odegaard's shot was actually going in if Aubameyang had left it, but instead he got a touch to it and the goal was ruled off for offside. So not a game for Aubameyang to remember, which will be reflected in my player ratings at the end of this video. But, I mean, to be honest, that doesn't matter. All that mattered today was the result, and Arsenal have got it. And it was a little bit nervy at the end. Watford had a couple of opportunities. One nervy moment where sort of Ben White and Aaron Ramsdale got in a bit of a tangle, and it presented Joshua King with a chance from a tight angle, empty net in fact, and he rolled it into the side netting. I mean, it wasn't an easy chance because he was at a tight angle, like I said, but still on another day that goes in, and Arsenal suddenly are left licking their wounds at a 1-1 draw in a game that they should have won. So I think there's plenty to learn from this performance from Arsenal, but when you've got stuff to learn from a performance and you win, that's a good thing, because there's nothing worse than losing a game and having to reflect on it. But when you win on it, it just makes it all a little bit better, and they've just got a little bit of a winning knack to them at the moment. Emil Smith-Rowe with a winner, another goal for Smith-Rowe. That's 3 in a row in the Premier League for him now. I think that he joins illustrious company, actually, becomes only the 4th player 21 or under to score in 3 successive Premier League games for Arsenal. The other 3, Nicolas Anelka, Jose Antonio Reyes and Cesc Fabregas. So yeah, illustrious company there for Emil Smith-Rowe to join. And just another performance and match-winning performance from Smith-Rowe, which kind of makes a mockery of Gareth Southgate's decision to leave him out of the latest England squad. I don't understand it. I know Southgate explained it during the week, but I still don't understand it. When you're picking squad on form and on best players, then Emil Smith-Rowe should be in that squad 100%. And he's just doing it for Arsenal week in, week out now. He's popping up with goals, which I think was the one key thing in his game that needed to improve on, I think, from the end of last season, was that you wanted to see him score more goals, because he gets in the areas to do it, and he's doing that now. And it was a lovely goal as well from outside the box. He did take a slight deflection, but I think it was going in anyway. Really good from Ben White in the build-up to their goal, again, sort of driving forward, winning the ball back and driving forward and setting up the opportunity. And Smith-Rowe tucking it away, which was just a key point in the second half, I think, because I think had it stayed at 0-0 for too much longer in the second half, then it would have started to get really, really nervy. But the fact they got that goal, they got themselves that lead, just took the edge off a little bit. And Watford never, that Josh King chance, I think, aside from that, they never really threatened. I mean, Arsenal was certainly the better of the two teams. I haven't actually seen the final stats. I've got them here. Arsenal having 14 shots, Watford having 7, 6 on target for Arsenal, just 1 on target for Watford. 60% possession for Arsenal, so absolutely, they were a better team, there's no doubt about it. And I think the one frustration, like I said, is that they didn't kill the game off and win it by far more, which would have taken them into plus goal difference for the first time this season. As it is, they're on 0 when it comes to goal difference, but more importantly, they're on 20 points. They're ahead of Manchester United now in the Premier League, and they are 5th going into the international break. And they won a game in November. Brilliant. We all know about the November curse and Arsenal. It's going to get harder after the international break. They go to Liverpool, of course. Then they've got another home game against Newcastle. So hopefully, I think we all know that Liverpool game is going to be very, very difficult. But if they can go there and put in a performance and get something, which isn't beyond the realms of possibility, then suddenly the season is looking in very good shape ahead of the festive period. All right, so like I said, we haven't spoken to Mikel Arteta yet. He's just about to start coming out and doing his interviews, and so keep an eye. Head over to my social media, and you'll see some of the quotes from the press conference from that. But now I'm going to give my player ratings from today's 1-0 win for Arsenal. So Aaron Ramsdale in goal. Like I said, there was that one little mix-up with Ben White, where sort of both of them almost left the ball for each other, and it went under Ramsdale's foot almost, and that gave Josh King the chance. But other than that, I thought it was a really good performance against from Ramsdale. He made one really important clearance of it, sort of clawing away a free kick, a cross in from the right that was looking particularly dangerous. Didn't really put too many. Well, didn't put a foot wrong aside from that one little mix-up. So I'm going to give Aaron Ramsdale a 7. Right back, Tomiyasu, I thought was better in the second half than he was in the first half. Another solid performance from Tomiyasu, continues to impress every time he plays. He's going to get a 7. Ben White and Gabriel, exceptional. Again, I thought the two of them, Ben White doing what he always does now, driving out from the sort of from deep at times. That led to the goal, as I said, for Smith Rowe. I think looking at this, Ben White had more passes than anyone else on the pitch, 81. Gabriel was second with 77. They're really, really influential, those two, for Arsenal, not just in defence but in sort of starting the attacks now. And really solid performance from both of them. So I'm giving Gabriel and Ben White an 8. Nuno Tavares, another impressive performance from Nuno. I thought, I've said it many a times, I wrote a piece about him before that went out before this game, that the biggest compliment you can give him is that Arsenal haven't missed Kieran Tierney. Tierney is back, he was on the bench today, but there was no need to rush him back in given Nuno's performances, and it was another solid performance from him today. So I'm going to give Nuno a 7. There was no Thomas Partey today, he missed out because of a tight groin, so Arsenal central midfield with Ainsley, Maitland-Niles and Sambi Lokonga. And I thought Ainsley played really, really well. In fact, I'm giving Ainsley my man of the match. I'm going to give him an 8. Man of the match for me, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Came in, did a really good job in central midfield. I think he got it for Sky. I don't know if he got the Sky man of the match or not, but he's certainly getting mine. I thought he started the game really well. He ended it well. Credit to Ainsley, because he hasn't played that much football. Certainly hasn't started many games. But I thought he played really well today, just as he did in... Was it Leeds? I think in the cup I gave him man of the match as well. So when he's stepping up, when he's been called upon, when he's starting games, Ainsley Maitland-Niles is delivering at the moment. So fair play to him. So I'm going to give him an 8. Sambi, I'm going to give a 7. Not quite as impressive, I thought, as Ainsley, but still a solid performance from Sambi as always, continuing to impress the youngster. So he gets a 7. The wide areas, Bukayo Saka, like I said, had a goal ruled out. Saka early on. Wasn't absolutely outstanding or anything like that, but I still thought it was a lively enough performance from him, so he gets a 7. Emil Smith Rowe, I'm going to give an 8. He gets an 8 from me. You can probably hear applause from the fans that are still in the ground now. That's because Ainsley Maitland-Niles, my man of the match, has just come out and he's about to do some media duties with the TV, but the fans that are left in the stadium applauding him and he's applauding them. And watch out for those on the TVs, because I'm sure you'll see them pretty soon, Ainsley talking to the media. So Saka, I'm going to give a 7. Emil, like I said, I'm going to give an 8. He gets above Saka because of that, because of the match-winning goal, and another impressive performance from Emil Smith Rowe, who just continues to go strength to strength this season. More big applause for Ainsley Maitland-Niles there. Up front, Aubameyang, I'm sorry, I've got to give Auba a 3. He just had a shocker. Auba, like I said, missed a penalty. I don't know why Auba's taking it. When Lacazette and Aubameyang on a pitch, for me, Laka takes the penalties all day long because he's just better. I always feel confident when Laka's taking a penalty. I never feel confident when Auba's taking one. He hit it pretty powerfully, but Ben Foster made the save. He had, like I said, that bad touch when he should have scored in the first half. Took a goal off Odegaard in the second. Just a shocker from Aubameyang. He really did. It just did not have a good game at all. So he gets a 3. Lacazette, I'm going to give a 6 to. Not Laka's best game in recent weeks, but he was certainly better than Aubameyang. Not that that's difficult. More applause now as Tomiyasu and Ben White come out to do some media duties as well. All right, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate your time as always. Apologies I didn't get to do a live broadcast before the game. I just didn't have time because I went out and met someone, a friend of mine who was over. He's heading back to the United States on Wednesday, so I went and said hello to him before the game instead. So apologies for that. But thanks very much for watching. Appreciate your time and enjoy the rest of your weekend.